All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Smash game here at LCU. And today we're going to be doing a scrimmage against Texas Tech. And we're going to be getting started right here, starting off with Hansuke against a Shulk player. I think his tag is Kano. So, yeah, we're going to get right into this. This is a scrimmage, so not official for Nace, but, you know, a lot of great practice for our players, and we're going to get right into it.
And I will mention, on Texas Tech team, there are some of the best players in West Texas that we will be facing tonight.
Yeah, these guys are really good. And hold on for a second. By the way, I'm Matthew Davison, if you guys don't know, also known as Mogert. And here commentating with me today is my good friend, Asa Bean, also known as Biggie Bean.
The one and only.
The one and only. Asa, it's great to be here with you today. And it looks like Kevin's having a little trouble finding his way back onto ledge here. Already at 112%, only dealing 24 to this Shulk. Gets the grab, okay. Ah, got hit with the cannonball. Okay, so Kevin's now kind of reversed the situation. Okay, and that was kind of a scary moment. But for those of you who don't know, Shulk is a character, and he has these different modes in his Monado arts. And so what he does is each mode slightly alters the power and speed of his moves. So right there, he was just using the Smash Monado. Now he's on Buster. I think that makes him do more damage. Not quite sure about everything, but already takes that stock off of Kevin. That's pretty intense here, but we're able to get it back.
Right back. Now, I will say this is a kind of scary player to go against if you're not familiar, just because of those 5 modes. Now, very clearly, Hansuke is experienced with this, but speaking from my own experience, I wouldn't know where to begin. 5 modes, that means 5 things that you've got to look out for.
Yeah, and not a lot of people competitively play Shulk. As much as you see some other players, but you know, we already got that second stock, and that's another one for Kevin there. Gonna take that second stock, and this is pretty big. If Kevin can take the 3rd stock without losing his own 2 stocks, we will be going into the next game with advantage. And again, we're doing this in a crew battle style, so it'll be 4 of our LCU players against 4 of these players from the University of Texas Tech, by the way. So shout out to them for agreeing to do this scrimmage with us.
Oh, yeah. Gearing up for Nace as we have this 4-player versus 4-player draft type deal.
Man, gonna get that stock with the down air. You know, that sword is so long it goes through the stage, so really just a great tool right there. Kevin's having a hard time finding ways to get in, and already the Shulk player Kano is pulling ahead in the percentage. And you know, with the Monado arts the way they are, he could get a kill with a decent move using Smash mode. Although it is risky when he uses Buster and Smash, he gets a lot lighter and easier to kill. So it's a bit of a trade-off here. Okay, we're off stage again. Could be bad, but going back, gonna reset it. Kevin's just having a hard time getting in here.
Very good, Kano is at sneaking around and grabbing right whenever he's in that sort of stun between moves.
Yeah, getting a lot of those little combos that just add up really fast. Going out the shield mode that makes him harder to hit, and also heavier, so he's harder to launch. Both characters playing really safe. They're both in kill percents. If Hansuke can launch a decently powered attack, maybe a dash attack or a back throw, but no, he's not going to get it, and Kano will take Hansuke's last stock, which will put Texas Tech at an advantage going into the next game. All right, so, wow, okay, that was pretty
Just one
big.
stock ahead, though.
That's true.
We can come back from that.
Yeah, we still have a good chance. But again, as you were saying earlier, Asa,
some of the scariest players.
Yeah, Tech has some really good players. They can some of these people on the roster consistently place in most of the local tournaments around here. I know Neon is going to be playing today. Really, really a good player. Sheer cold and vibe.
So you have played against some of these players for Texas Tech
Yeah,
before, right?
yeah. I've played against Neon. He destroyed me with his Min Min, but he plays all sorts of characters, so we're not sure who he's going to be pulling out today. So, just a really, really tough set of opponents for LCU, but I feel like we can take it.
Oh, yeah.
We've got that experience going against teams that are pretty tough, as we saw last week against Wichita State.
And I will say we do have the sort of team chemistry that Texas Tech might not have, as this is more of a loosely confederated group of 4 individuals as compared to our, I'd like to say, close-knit team.
Yeah, we're definitely a close-knit team. We know how to work together. We know how to bounce off each other. So I feel like we have a pretty good shot of, catching some of these guys off guard. So it's going to be a really, really interesting match here. At the moment, LCU is looking at which character they're going to send in, be it Trey, Worm Hero, or Game Typology. So one of those 3 will go into this next game, and
let's see.
We're going to try and, take this last stock off of Kano. Hopefully we'll get it before we lose a stock.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that will be
That would be the ideal circumstance.
Yes, that was the word. Thank you.
There.
If you can't tell, I'm a little out of sorts today, guys, so apologies for any
There
blunders.
has been a big volunteer thing, LCU for LBK.
Oh, yeah, that
happened
went on today. Asa,
Yeah.
why don't you tell them about that a little
So
bit?
LCU for LBK is something that Lubbock Christian does every year in the spring in cooperation with the Volunteer Center of Lubbock, where not all of, but a lot of students from LCA go out and volunteer for all different things and places all throughout Lubbock. I went and did Habitat for Humanity, which I ended up boiling down to organizing a supply closet shed. It was a shipping container, 3 of them, but it did and boiled down to organization. But there were other people putting in fences, pouring concrete, digging holes for stakes. Matthew, you swept out some not gutters. That's not the right word. Some alleys.
Yeah, I cleaned out an alleyway. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and get into this next game here.
Go.
Looks like we're sending in Game Typology
All right.
as hero against this final stock for Kano. So and he's going to be SDing.
Is what
All
you
right,
want
and
to see.
And I'm excited. As Azil can go really hard when he wants to. So I feel like we could get this stock pretty quickly if he's able to play well and just, avoid some of those really big hitboxes that Schultz can throw out. And already looks like he's getting those combos, but we're able to make it back to ledge pretty easily.
Now, I know it's not going to happen, but that doesn't mean that I can't silently wish and pray that I will see a kamikaze today.
Unfortunately, for as hype of a move as kamikaze is, just doesn't really make sense for
It just doesn't.
for crew battle. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm sorry for the blunders here, but we're gonna be going in
Now,
already at 68%. Hopefully, we can take the stock here. Looking for that crackle slash, doesn't hit it, but it's close. Both characters are just dancing around.
And you do say crew battle. Forgive me for being too new to this, but what other kinds of games does our Smash team play?
Well, this is the one that we compete competitively for. A crew battle is like the official way that NACE competes. So this is going to be like the format we use every time in at least a actual competitive setting. And gotta take that first stock off of Game Typology. That's going to be pretty bad because it keeps us in this disadvantaged state where we're 1 stock behind at least. Az really needs to take out this last stock pretty quickly before he loses his next one, at least, before we get into even worse situations.
With a bit of taunt spam after the fallout. I will say, I do love a player with a bit of character like that. Almost like our very own Worm Hero. Hit with his little dance every now and again when he walks up. Oh, we love to
Gotta
see it.
love Worm Hero, but trying to look for this last stock. Both characters are looking to find a kill. Ooh, and that almost does it.
had it.
Looking for an edge guard right here. Gonna throw out Thwack, but it misses. Unfortunately, that would have been huge. Okay. Oh, and Shulk pulling out the speed mode. Just trying to get that stock here. Oh my goodness. And he's able to take a second stock off of game typology before finally getting that stock. Okay.
If only that could have come earlier.
Oh,
But
my goodness.
glad to see it didn't take down 2 of our players. That would have been pretty bad.
Seriously. Great stuff for Azil getting that last stock.
Oh, yeah.
And again, as I mentioned before, these guys are really good. Like,
Some of the best.
yeah. So it's going to be a tough match for LCU, but you know, I'm confident that we can pull it through in the end.
Yeah.
We've got some really good players as well. So as Texas Tech is going to be looking for their next guy to go up against the remaining stock for game typology, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Welcome back. They haven't selected just yet, but that doesn't mean that we can't talk our heads off. Matthew, I know you play Bowser. Tell me about sort of the matchups with Bowser in the competitive scene.
Oh, well, Bowser is kind of a big, heavy character, so his moves deal a lot of damage, and his hits deal a lot of knockback. So he can hit hard, but he doesn't combo well, and he gets comboed by a lot of characters. So small, fast characters do pretty well against him, whereas larger, more middle weight class characters.
Sort of like Link.
like Link, yes, can get decently beat. We have a lot of good matchups. We have a lot of really bad matchups. Pikachu is one of our worst. But we're going to go ahead and get back into the game as...
looks like it is, in fact, Sheer Cold.
Yeah, Sheer Cold is going to come out. He's a Lucas player. And so this is going to be really interesting. We're going to see if he can... if Game Typology can try and take at least one stock off of this guy before he loses his last one.
And I will say, Sunday, when the subject of Peach pulling up something that wasn't a turnip out of the ground, that was a Mr. Saturn. I mentioned that it was from Earthbound. I don't know if it made it on air, but it just so happens to be that Lucas is also from that game series.
There we go. 2 Earthbounds and 2 streams. Here we go. And go ahead and getting started. 53 on Lucas. That's not terrible. Almost misses that tech, but is able to recover from that up B there. And already we're seeing a lot of PK fire from Lucas. This is just very typical of the character, you know? You see a lot of PK fire, a lot of those nairs and forward airs. Gonna use that down B to absorb the energy attack that Game Typology is throwing out here and actually heal damage instead of take it. So, yeah, that's pretty devastating almost. He's gonna use that. Oh, and the spike! Wow. Got the spike on Sheer Cold right there. Taking that first stock, that was huge for LCU. Puts us in less of a disadvantage if we lose this right here. So that is wonderful. Great job, Az.
And I will say, these Earthbound characters seem absolutely terrifying when it comes to ledge guarding there with PK Thunder.
Especially Lucas. Ness's PK Thunder is a little less transcendent than Lucas's. So like if you get hit by it, it'll go away. But Lucas's can actually go through you and hit you multiple times. So it's really, really good for edge guarding. But Ness has his PK Fire, which goes down and can hit the ledge. So, you know, they each have their own strengths. It's interesting. Oh, and that tether grab almost came out to finish it. And these Earthbound characters have such powerful throws, and that's going to take the last stock for Azeel Game Typology. But we got that stock, which is huge for us. We're just a little bit closer now to bringing it back to even.
Doesn't put us at any disadvantage for losing that stock there. So we maintain sort of the same footing there, only 2 down.
Right.
Can still come back to that as we lead into some of our stronger players. Well, I hate to say stronger. They're all very, very strong.
Right. We've got a great team. You know.
We do have a great team.
I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that.
I say great team. I am not familiar with how well they play, but they must play good. Look at them. But they are some great people, I will say. Coming into school this year, meeting Gavin, better known as Worm Hero in the competitive scene. He is a character, I will say that.
Yeah, and you guys get a little taste of that here when he sometimes does his dances. But, you know, Gavin in real life is just a funny dude. You know, he's a lot of fun to be around. Does a lot of cool stuff. You know, he's been a great leader for the team, I think. So yeah, shout out to you, Worm Hero. Good job for being awesome.
Now, Matthew, I've got another silly little question for you. What is your favorite stage? Not even restricted to competitive, but what is your favorite stage?
My favorite stage? Okay, well, I'm going to give you 2.
Okay.
My favorite competitive stage to play on is, I think, Battlefield, right? Just simple. You know, the triplats are great for Bowser. Really great stage. My favorite, like, just normal stage, I think it's got to be Dr. Wily's Castle. Ooh. You know? I mean, I know that stupid Yellow Devil comes out, but I just love the nod to that series. Really great game, Mega Man. So, yeah. All right, and we're going back in, and it looks like we're pulling out Trey to come out against Sheer Cold here. And so Sheer Cold is going to have to SD 1 stock, and Trey has 2 stocks to go before we can take down this player.
And we talked about this before we went live on stream, but I had mentioned how many different variations of Link had made it into Ultimate. and brought up the joke of which one is the weakest Link, to which Matthew, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had replied that it was Toon Link.
Well, generally, Toon Link is played less. There's definitely in the meta, Young Link is probably the best, I would say, but the other two are both unique in their own right. So it is what you want to call it. All the characters in Ultimate are pretty balanced, actually. Like in past Smash games, there were characters who were just really bad that if you played them, it's like not worth your time. And there maybe is one or two of those characters in Ultimate. But honestly, like, you can do a lot with characters who traditionally are low-tier characters. I'm gonna have that edge guard with the
There's
PK
what
Thunder.
you were talking about with hitting multiple times.
Yeah, pulling out that edge guard. And Link's gonna try the bomb recovery.
Ooh.
Trey gets back to stage, but is immediately thrown back off. And there comes the neutral B. Tries to get that down smash, but he's able to recover. What
Slips back
a
on
recovery from
stage.
Trey. All right, and both characters are just looking for this kill move. And the forward air is
There
going to
it
take that
is.
first stock from Sheer Cold. This is big. So Trey is going to be in the lead for this match. He needs to take this stock, ideally, without losing another one. Because if he could do that, then we would be back at even, which would be huge for LCU right now. But even if he doesn't, you know, taking out Sheer Cold would be, you know, probably... Oh, and the baseball bat is going to knock that back. I don't think it's actually a baseball bat. That's Ness, but Lucas has a stick.
Snake?
No, he has a stick, I think. It's one of those, yeah.
I'd have
Somehow beats an arrow. Oh my gosh, okay, so that PK Fire sends him really close to the blast zone. Tries for the down smash. Okay, but looking to try and recover, and that back air is gonna take it. So Trey losing that stock, but Sheer Cold already at 60%. So you know it's still close. We could pull this out really quick here. You know, both characters kind of zoning each other out with their projectiles, getting close. Got that throw. And Trey went for that up B without going to ledge because he was trying to get the kill. That can kill if you do it backwards, but unable to get past the shield right there. Both looking for opportunities. Lots of boomerang, lots of PK Fire coming out.
That was fascinating. You heard the sound bit PK Fire and nothing came out.
Must have
Didn't know
been...
that was a cancel that you could do.
Must have been a cancel, yeah. I'm not sure all the data about... And the up air is going to
There
take it!
it
And that's
is.
going to be the final stock for Sheer Cold. And Trey just pulls it out. Excellent work right here. Gonna bring us closer to even. Now we're only one stock
is
down.
Precisely what you love to
So-
see from Trey.
Yeah, and you know, I've said it before, I say it again. Trey is just a great player all around. You know, he knows his stuff. He knows what to do in situations. He's got probably the most knowledge of Smash on the team. So, you know, always great to see stuff from Trey.
And you know, Trey Train. He picks up coal, he picks up steam.
Seriously.
I'm excited to see just how far he will go in this set of 3 lives, because I don't know. Depending upon, he could take all 3.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure. I know that both Trey and Gavin have gone up against a lot of these players in tournament, actually, in an offline setting, of course. So that's a little different. But so these players know each other. They know what kind of things they go for. They've had experience. So I think it'll be really interesting to see just who Trey is able to kind of feel out. Not sure who Texas Tech is going to send out. They still have...
they still have Neon and Vibe.
Yeah, Neon and Vibe. Vibe is a Pokemon trainer player, so that would be really interesting to pull up. And Neon has a lot of characters. Neon plays Byleth, ZSS, Pichu, Min. I think there's...
He's got a handful of
Yeah,
things.
there's a lot. He just plays a lot of characters, and all of them are pretty good. So
And I'll take you back to that question that I asked you earlier about your favorite stage, and I'll throw in my answer.
Oh, yeah.
And now you pick 2, and I'll say it's only fair that I get 2 as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm in between, and I've never played in a competitive setting, so these are both very silly, goofy stages. But there's
Gotta be.
WarioWare Inc. is so much fun.
Okay.
And then I don't know if it's in Ultimate, but this was in Brawl because I play Brawl. It was PictoChat.
PictoChat. Oh, yeah, with the drawings. Okay, and we're going to get back into it. Looks like they are going to be sending out Neon with the Zero Suit Samus. Ooh, okay. This could be interesting right here.
Now, Zero Suit Samus seems, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's sort of a floaty fast player.
Zero Suit is a character who has a lot of speed, yes. She mostly will look for grabs like that one because her grabs can combo into a lot of things. So she's going to be very fast. She's going to be flying around the stage. She has that flip kick, which will allow her to recover in different ways than just her up B. Like that was that right there was flip kick. And it can spike, but fortunately for Trey, it doesn't in this particular instance. And he's able to make it back, but has to use the bomb recovery.
Yikes.
Okay, so, and seeing the internet lag a little bit here.
Having a bit of trouble grabbing onto her.
Yeah, and, looks like Neon is gonna get that kill with the up B.
And at only 62.2.
Yeah. Again, these are some really good players, and they do have experience against each other, so they know kind of what they're looking for against these guys in particular. So
that sort of thing does come with prior experience. I believe it was Sun Tzu that said, "Know your enemies, and you will win all battles."
Hey, so this is why I love you, because you just pull out Sun Tzu quotes in the middle of a Smash match. That's awesome. Okay, gonna look for that forwarder. Almost gets the kill, and the arrow snipe. Is it enough? It is not. With that flip kick, the recovery is just too good. Trying to find this stock before he gets his next one taken. Just gotta get this one.
I will say Zero Suit Samus does remind me of Little Mac on the ground with that intense speed.
It is. She is a very fast character. I think Little Mac is faster.
Oh yeah.
And the spike almost gets that kill. You know, Trey is trying to keep his distance here, you know. Looking for that forward smash, but just doesn't hit it. And it's looking close. Trey's already at 69%. On a bad day, this could kill. ZSS could kill with some of the moves that she has available. And the up throw is going to take that first stock, which is really big. But we need another one here from Trey if we have a chance to end the match in a favorable way.
That boomerang breaking him out of that sticky situation that he was just in. And did you know that boomerangs were originally invented to hunt kangaroos by harming their necks?
Interesting. I did not know that. Although it does make sense that the Australian boomerang would be used to hunt the Australian animal.
Yes.
Gotta love it. Trey is just having a hard time finding a way to get down. This pressure from Neon is really oppressive. Good for that up B, but fortunately, Trey's able to even parry that move. Okay, both characters are looking for that move, and that side B is gonna take the last stock from Trey. Not the best situation that we could have wound up in, all right? So with Texas Tech having 5 stocks left, Neon and I think their last player would be Vibe then, the Pokemon trainer. So Worm Hero is going to have to try and take 5 stocks. Yeah,
it's doable.
It's doable.
It'll be uphill, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Worm's taken stocks like this before, and these are going to be some really good players. It should be some really, really intense gameplay here. So that's something to look forward to. I'm actually really excited.
Now, let's see. Oh. Now, if you had to pick a character other than Bowser to play in Smash, do you have like a sort of secondary that you're working towards to get more skilled in if you want to have something to throw in some spice?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I do secondary Kirby, and I know like Kirby's a toxic character. I'm very sorry. I don't feel like I play him toxically, but you know that's just the nature of the character. When you go for a secondary, you always want to pick some character who has a very different play style than your first one.
Oh.
So my main is Bowser. He's big, he's heavy, he doesn't do combos. Kirby is a very light and fast combo character.
Ooh, word ban. Ooh.
Oh, okay. So we just got a word ban.
That is cheating. That is several words.
Okay, we have a word ban. Okay, so we have a word ban for the phrase "really good players," so we're not allowed to say that. But I think that's cheating, right? Because
yeah,
that's 3 words.
If you want to pick just one word, make it even worse on us, then just go ahead and do that. We'll get that relayed to us.
Yeah, that'll be very mean of you guys. But go ahead. You know, we're ready.
Ban some word that's completely important to regular conversation, such as "and."
Oh yes, I would suggest "and." That's actually, please don't do that. You know? I would not like that.
Imagine someone banned "and" there was a Game & Watch in there.
Oh my gosh. Fortunately, we don't have to deal with that. But okay, so looks like we're getting ready to send out our last player, which should be Worm Hero. Yeah. Our ace in the hole, yes. You know, if anyone could do it, it's Worm Hero right here. All right, it looks like we're going to go ahead and get into it. Worm Hero versus Neon. Gonna go ahead and get started. And there he is. Ooh. He's got the hand flaps going on. We're going in right here, right now. This could be it, but I feel like Worm's going to take this. So here we go. Getting started with that shield taunt. And the ZSS will SD right here. All right, with the taunt to start. And they're into it. Going for that Zair over there. You know, both characters are just looking for, you know, a hit to land and win a neutral. You know, they're kind of dancing. Worm almost gets that combo.
Looks almost
oh, and that grab is good. Starts an edge guard. Oh, and the spike ball doesn't get it. Okay, that could have been huge right there. But instead, we're going to get us. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Takes that sort of elevator all the way up. As
okay. I just
banned this word.
We banned the word. I'm going to say it once so people know we banned it. They banned the word combo, so we can no longer use that word.
This consequential and sequential sort of succession of moves that led into a elevation beyond the bounds.
We might have just gotten another ladder succession of moves right there. Looking for that up B, but Worm is going to get the down tilt to forward smash there with the gyro. This is that ledge guard. Trying to go for these up air strings right here.
See if he can throw Zero Suit up.
And things are not looking great for Worm. Already at 73% without taking a single stock off of Neon right here. He really needs to kill this guy quick. Otherwise, we're going to be in for some real trouble when we have to go against Vibe.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, he's looking for those powerful moves. Throwing out gyro. Nothing's really connecting. And a down smash with the up B. Wow. That will kill again. Oh, my gosh. Worm Hero has 1 stock left.
Some intense stuff. So now another word has been banned. Can't say not.
Can't say not.
So that's bad.
Like not.
That's
as in,
ungood.
Yeah, that's very, very terrible. Okay. Okay, looking to kill this guy. Okay, we got it. Ooh, we got that stock. One more. They're pretty close. If Worm could take it, we can go into the next round and, you know, try for it at least. But the way this is going, this Neon is doing a really good job of making sure that Worm can't recover. Looking for some sort of setup to try and get that kill.
Locked off the stage. Difficult to get in the door.
We're getting some grabs, but Worm's not going for any of his down throw to up air chains. So, I said not. Dang it.
Well,
Very sorry.
20 points from Gryffindor.
There you go.
Let's continue to.
Oh, but we could say contractions with NT, right? Okay, so that's okay.
Well,
I'm looking for the up air. Oh, but it didn't connect. That's so strange. That usually always connects.
Let's
But
continue.
we got the forward smash.
Oh.
Okay, we're still in
There
this.
it
We're
is.
still in this. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that was.
Ejected himself from his seat.
Oh my goodness. That. Okay, so one
That
stock.
was intense.
We got one stock
One
left.
stock versus 3. Coming up next, Vibe.
Yeah, and guys, Vibe is really good. Okay, like in a lot of the tournaments that I've gone to, he's been there. He will usually get second, first, third place. You know,
One of the best in West Texas.
yeah, seriously, like no kidding, he's one of the best. So this is going to be a really hard match to win for Worm Hero. But you know, there's always a chance, right? There's always a chance. We could totally take this if he can land his good attack succession chains. If he can land his 0 to death attack succession chain, then we can for sure take it.
And I know this was mentioned before stream. I don't know if it was you or Gavin that brought this up,
Yeah.
but playing Smash in West Texas, it is almost this vacuum, this sealed chamber that you get of all these same players that you will go against.
Yeah. So, you know, Texas, the scene is really divided into 2 or 3 regions. You know, you have your East Texas, which has a lot of Dallas, Arlington in there. You know, a lot of really, really good players. Some of the top ranked in the world are over there. And then West Texas over here, we're also really good. We got some great players. But, you know, just in general, West Texas and East Texas are kind of separated by a little bit of distance, and so therefore also a lot of people say East Texas is better, and you know they've got some really great players, but you can't discount West Texas over here. We are also amazing.
And when you say distance, I will say there is a distance because I do call Arlington home, and that is a 5-hour drive from here in Lubbock over to Arlington.
Yeah.
So here in Texas, we don't measure distance in miles, meters, feet, anything. We use time. We use hours.
Yeah. If it's a 5-hour drive, that's a ways away. You know, that's like a whole day trip you got to go to get there.
Oh yeah, it's a whole outing.
So you know, I don't know. It's weird. West Texas is kind of isolated amongst itself. So in a lot of tournaments, you'll get these same players going against each other.
Oh, there we go.
But you know, speaking of these players going against each other, here we go into the final game of this set right here.
And with Pokemon Trainer.
Yes, this is going to be Vibe coming out with the Pokemon Trainer.
Now tell me, what are things that you should look out for when playing against Pokemon Trainer?
Well, PT is kind of a versatile character. You know, Squirtle is a really good comboer. He has a lot of moves that just combo, like this one. Oh, dang it. I said it. I'm very sorry. He has a lot of moves that string in succession.
We have made it past the time limit, so we can say combo now.
Oh, okay, good. He's got a lot of combos. Combos. Lots of those.
Just get a combo in of saying the word combo.
Yeah, he's kind of reminiscent of Ness with his forward air chains, but then like Ivysaur has a lot of really great spacing techniques. He'll use his I think it's not Vine Whip, it's Razor Leaf. He'll use his Razor Leaf to distance himself, and then his up air and down air are really powerful. So he can kill pretty early. Charizard is a big, heavy character who will usually come out when the stock is close to its end and try and finish out with a big, powerful kill move like Flare Blitz and everything. But, you know, usually what you see with a lot of Pokemon trainers is that they're significantly better with one than the other two. So I'm interested to see which Pokemon that Vibe seems to... Oh my gosh! The read on that forward smash! Oh my gosh. Okay, for those of you guys who missed it, Worm Hero teched in place. And Vibe just kind of sat there with the forward smash waiting. And as soon as the invincibility wore off, it just bam, like
read him like a
just insane read from Vibe. And that's going to be the end of LCU's run for this game in particular.
Stay tuned.
Dang,
though.
yeah.
That is a best out of 3.
It is a best out of 3. I could be wrong. I don't know that we're streaming the second half of the game.
We are still streaming.
Okay, sorry.
It may
Yeah, my
not
bad.
be the two of us sitting here.
Yes, that's true.
but
We may not be here.
It's a Thursday night, which means it's meeting time.
Yes.
We still got half an hour.
We still
till
got
it
half an hour.
happens.
Yeah. Yes, we are both in the great club of Quantania.
Big K.
Go Big K.
Welcome.
Yeah. All right. So, but what a game, just a great showcase of how good these players are, like we saw some great stuff from Kano, Neon, and Sheer Cold and Vibe, great stuff from all those guys. And, and we did pretty good. We were down to a 3-stock difference. So like we were managing to keep up pretty decently. I wouldn't say we kept up fully, but we were able,
such is the nature when you're playing against some of the best players.
Again,
in West
yes.
Texas. I will
these
echo
guys are really good.
again and again. Only one player behind isn't that bad, I'll say.
Yeah. So, we did good.
And this is just the first.
Yeah, it's just the first
round.
We'll run it back. We got it for sure next game, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As our players get familiar with their players.
Yeah, and I think the way that we start each game is that both teams will pick a character, and they won't know who the other player is. So they call that blinds, and they usually go to PS2 for that. So I think we're going to see that happen again in this next game here, going into game 2. Don't know who they're sending out, so we'll have to wait and see. But it should be interesting. Now that these guys have had a chance to kind of feel each other out, kind of know what they're looking for, it could be a whole nother game right here. So
if you could add any character from anything.
Alucard.
Alucard?
Straight up Alucard.
Didn't even let me finish my sentence. Already knows what I'm going to ask.
Dude. Okay. The fact that they added Castlevania characters to Smash was like, I was so excited. But they only had Simon and Richter, and they're pretty much the same character, which kind of annoyed me a little bit. But I think Alucard would be a great addition. Here we go. Going into the game 1 of the second set here.
Pokemon
And it looks like it's going to be Vibe and Hansuke going into this second game to start. All right, already Vibe coming out with the...
trying to kick our legs out from underneath us.
Seriously, trying to rush Hansuke here with the, order and the back air coming out. Already switching to Ivysaur, trying to get these down airs. Ivysaur's down air is really powerful, so like it can kill at pretty early percents if you're not careful. Same with his up air actually, and so Kevin's got to watch out for this guy right here.
Intense, not giving Hansuke a moment of breathing room.
Seriously, and he's doing a really good job of spacing him out too. You see that Razor Leaf coming out and the up air. Wow! Oh my gosh!
Off over top of us.
Oh my gosh! That was
that's intense.
Very quick. Going already for that up air kill and is gonna get it. Gonna stay with Ivysaur right here. Looking for more of those, Oh my goodness. Okay. So Hansuke looking to bring this back. Got that back air spike. That was really big damage. So, we're in kill percents for at least Ivysaur. And with the cannon, oh my gosh. Excellent play. Read that. Oh, and the forwarder is going to take him down.
Tell me about the matchup between K. Rool and Pokemon Trainer.
Well, again, because the matchup is so variable, like it's hard to pin down. I feel like K. Rool probably is losing against Squirtle. Maybe from what I'm seeing, it looks like Ivysaur is doing a really good job of stuffing him out. But I would probably go ahead and say that matchup is even, if I had to guess. And then Charizard, I'm not exactly sure. Oh my gosh, but already gets that third stock.
3 stock
With...
coming in from 5.
Oh my gosh.
And you did mention earlier that Pokemon trainers often have one Pokemon that they're better with than the other two. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it's looking like that's Ivysaur.
I mean, just from what we've seen here, probably. But really good stuff from Vibe. That was impressive. Good. But Kevin going to lose all 3 stocks, which will put us at a pretty severe disadvantage. Now we're an entire player behind, and we're going to have to go ahead and start off fighting Vibe. So I don't know what the play here is. Honestly, there's two schools of thought here. Do you send out one of your really good players to try and stop him, or do you save those characters for later, or those players for later, to try and create a buffer for yourself in the last moments of the game? So I don't know exactly what strategy they're going to go with. Yeah. But it's going to be an uphill battle from here, because at this point we are an entire player down.
And even still, I will say you don't want your very best players in all the time, because that will get them exhausted.
Right.
Believe you me, competing the same thing back to back to back can be very exhausting mentally, physically, probably in this case more so mentally.
Yeah.
But I don't know, thumbs get jammed up.
It is always a little bit of an occupational hazard in esports for hand cramps. I know Chumpkin, who was with us last year, he had pretty severe carpal tunnel syndrome. So from all his esports goings on, so it can be tough. But for these games, I think that. Honestly, sending out Vibe was a very interesting move.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Starting
off with, do I want to say their strongest player?
Well, he did anchor last game. I'm not sure. Results-wise, I would say probably Vibe is up at the top of this list.
Oh, yeah.
He's consistently placed in tournaments, at least to my knowledge, higher than his teammates over here. But, still, like, in terms of, like, stocks taken.
And a very short exposure that we've gotten to Vibe, at least in this game that we have here tonight.
Right.
With that 3 stock. Was it even 3 stocks?
It was.
3 stock just now, and before that... was it just the 1 or 2 stocks from Kevin?
He only had to take 1 because Neon took 2. So, yeah, from what we've seen, this is an intimidating opponent. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get in there. It looks like... Oh, hold on, wait.
Oh, no. Take it back.
Wait. What? All right, they're doing something. Here we go. All right, now we're going to go into... the game here, and it looks like we're going to send out Worm Hero to try and slow down this menace of Vibe as we go into game 2 right here. All right, and here we go. So since neither of them, since Vibe didn't lose any stocks last game, they don't even have to taunt, so just goes right into it.
And it looks like Vibe in previous matches has used Squirtle simply as a vehicle to swap over to Venusaur.
Yeah, that could be it. Also, I've seen a lot of early percent racked up. Oh my gosh, that could have been it. That was a very scary situation right there. Worm Hero right up next to the blast zone. That up B is kind of like Mario's. It just drags you upwards. And so, now pulling out the Ivysaur. Okay.
Now, I will say the type matchup here is stronger, as Rob can utilize the flames from his thruster against this against this grass type.
Yeah, we got those fire type moves. Rob was probably a steel type, so pretty bad type matchup for Ivysaur. But going in, both characters around the same percentage, just looking for those moves that are going to get the kill. Almost went for that up smash right there, but weren't able to, hold on a little longer. Seeing a lot of Razor Leaf. Almost gets that forward smash, but here's the down throw into up smash. That's going to be the first stock on Vibe from Worm Hero, and already.
There it is with the Charizard.
Oh my goodness.
The Grim Reaper.
We needed to hold on to that lead for just a little longer. Fortunately, that Charizard F-Tilt just going to take it, you know. That character is such a powerhouse when it comes to his moves. Oh, and Worm going for that side B. You know, that can do a lot if it's timed well, but, you know, it's got a pretty big end lag, which makes it super punishable if he whiffs it. So, all right.
The amount of versatility that you get out of a Pokemon trainer is intense. It's almost 3 full sets of moves.
Seriously, the only move that these characters don't get is a down B. You know, because that's the move that they use to switch between characters. So, really, you've just got such a huge moveset, and that's going to be the second stock off of Worm Hero from the forward air off of Ivysaur. Looking for that up air, but isn't able to connect. And Vibe switching to Charizard, trying to pull out, you know, a strong finisher. Gavin really needs to take this stock. If he can, then we might have a chance to finish it, but that could be it with the Flare Blitz. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow.
Got down 2 stocks off of Vibe.
Actually, no, just one.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, was it not 2?
No, it was just one. He took one off of Ivysaur and then immediately got killed by Charizard.
Oh, yeah.
So, my goodness. Vibe taking out Worm Hero and still has 2 stocks left.
Now, correct this. I shouldn't say correct me if I'm wrong. I'm saying that too much. Gonna get that banned. from a perspective of an inexperienced player,
right.
Because Pokemon Trainer doesn't have that down B, is that something that you should look to exploit to sort of get underneath the Pokemon to hit them?
No, I would say not, because again, Ivysaur's down air is really powerful. Charizard's down air was the spike that set up for the Flare Blitz. And then, you know, Squirtle's down air is a good combo starter. You know, so what they lack in a down B, they make up for in like versatile down airs. And you know, every down B is different. So like, honestly, I think in Smash 4, Charizard's down B was Rock Smash. Like, he would take a big boulder and smash it on his head.
Yes.
And so he did that, but honestly, it wasn't that great of a move, I don't think.
Now, another question for you, again relating to maps. Which map would you describe as the worst map?
The worst map?
Because I know a very, very popular opinion for worst map is the Great Cave Offensive.
That's a pretty good one. Great Cave Offensive is a very good contender for worst map. I'm going to go ahead and say Retro Donkey Kong.
Ooh.
Like, Slade over here on the production team is saying Hyrule Castle is the worst map. Oh, no. He says it's the best map. Sorry, my bad. He says it's the best.
Throwing his hat into the ring of best mats.
Of best mats, he thinks Hyrule Temple, which is, you know, way too huge. Yeah. It has way too many walls. You just can't kill anyone on that map. But no, the worst one is Donkey Kong from the original. You know, just there's nowhere to stand.
There's really not, and all of the little things that
too many
move
hazards,
around.
right? The fireball guys and the Donkey Kong himself and the springs. Yeah, those are awful. Hate that stage. Got to be the worst.
It's a bit much. And now, I almost said it again. Pac-Man in competitive. I know he does that thing. I don't know exactly which moves, but he holds out his hand and something materializes in it. And I know that you can get a flag with an S to get another stock. Is that a thing in competitive?
I think that's one of his taunts. I may be wrong on that one, honestly. But he doesn't actually get the item that he holds out. Those are just items from his game. Oh, okay, hold on. So we forgot about the verse of the week. So, if y'all don't know, every week we're gonna say a Bible verse on this stream, and so the verse for this week is Romans 12:2. which is, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty common verse that you hear, you know?
Yeah.
It's a really, really powerful one. Just a great reminder that, as Christians, we're supposed to be in this world, but not of it, And I think, the longer that, I've been out here in college and the more life I've experienced in general, the more I've realized that, it's easy to get pulled in by influences outside,
It's very easy to get, I'll even say, entrapped, completely absorbed by even just a task at hand. But it looks like we're going into the next match here.
All right, and let's see if... okay, so it looks like we're going to be sending in Azil Game Typology to try and finish off Vibe right here. And let's see if he can transform into the player that we need to beat this character. All right, so with 2 stocks left, Vibe is already SD'd, and here we go. Looking for those spells, but Squirtle is just going to come in here and try and combo Hero right here. And he's going to look for all those up air chains.
He's in for the nitty-gritty, just almost like...
Oh, and the kaboom almost takes that stock right there. I think if that would have been Squirtle, then he would have lost the stock right there. But great read on the switch Pokemon. Oh my gosh! And the spike just takes him too far down. Not able to use his up B. I think he could have made it back if he had released, but it's just too far down. My goodness. Already we've lost a stock. Going for another kaboom, and that's going to take it. That is 1 stock off of Vibe. 1 more to go here. Excellent work from Game Typology. We need this last stock taken right here.
Bringing in the Charizard. Haven't seen Vibe use too much Charizard, and all we have seen has just been finishing off high damage stocks.
There it is.
Just like that.
Just like that. We're already back to 1-1. Going for more Squirtle combos right here. Misses that up smash, thankfully.
Squirtle moving around so much, almost like a mosquito buzzing around when you're trying to go to bed. Just hear the...
Except instead of a buzz, it's Squirtle saying his own name.
Squirtle, Squirtle, Squirtle.
Gotta love the Pokemon language. And somehow they're all able to understand each other, despite all speaking different languages of their own name. Went for that kaboom, but the Razor Leaf is going to stop it in its tracks, and the up air will finish out the stock, which leaves Vibe with yet another stock.
Absolutely brutal. The Vibe just handing it to 3 of our players.
Yeah. So, we've only got Trey left. I feel confident he can take the last stock from Vibe. All right.
Absolutely. Then the question is getting the other 3 players.
I mean,
it's not impossible.
Smash is the game of the comeback. I will say that here in this case, because you can live to very high percents. You can try and tech for your recovery. Other fighting games, you've got a health bar. Like you get hit enough, you lose. But Smash is one of those games where anything can happen. You can pull it back. I've seen characters win stocks at upwards of 200%, depending on who it was. But we've got an opportunity, and we're gonna see that play out right here.
Turn it into a Dungeons and Dragons analogy. We're gonna need this nat 20.
Oh yeah.
If we want to take
critical
it to
success,
round 3.
and it would be a critical success if we were able to win this game right here.
Absolutely.
All right, looking to get these early percent damage, and already we're seeing more Squirtle combos, and pulling out the Ivysaur already. Looking for those combos, and that forwarder just sends right up into the blast zone. Fortunately, Trey's able to live that, and the read again with the forward smash. Able to just read that recovery, and the downer's gonna take the stock. Only at 38%. This character is crazy.
You'd swear that Vibe has a link into the brain of Trey here with these reads.
Gosh.
Absolutely insane. You'd think they've been playing together since they were in kindergarten.
And again, they've faced off each other in tournaments before, but like just the reads that Vibe is able to get off these guys is crazy. We're looking for that kill. We got 100% on Ivysaur. That's a pretty large amount of damage.
It is doable.
I think maybe a Link F tilt or a up B will kill it. Yes,
there it is.
We've finally vanquished Vibe. Oh my gosh, that was an ordeal.
Talk about a Vibe kill.
Seriously.
Feeling like we could potentially bring this to round 3 at the top of this round, all the way down to we have 2 stocks
Trey
to take off 3 players. It's doable.
Trey's good.
Talk about Trey's
good. We can try it. You know.
We'll see if he can pull it into the station to
we
make
do have
this round
9
trip.
stocks. Yeah, 9 stocks to take. So
he's gonna need to pick up some steam.
Oh
but
yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll see what the conductor has.
And we will see. It'll be very interesting indeed. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break while they do bans, and then we'll be right back. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. We're apparently already in it, and it looks like Sheer Cold is going to be coming out again. This time, pulling out the Ridley against Trey. Here we go. Already. Yeah. Here we go. This. Going for that up smash. That's a hard read, but isn't able to get it. I think we just got some lag there, which is oh, and the side B. Okay. Going for that bomb recovery.
Now I have
and the
seen
up smash. Okay.
what Ridley can do with the tail. Some terrifying stuff capable from this big bruiser.
That is true. Ridley's tail is a force to be reckoned with. But more so, that foot with the back air going to take one of Trey's remaining 2 stocks. And I think Trey was going for a forward smash right there, but came out as a jab, I think. Looking for that kill at 144%. You know, he's not lasting too much longer. But honestly, we need this stock right now.
Just missing the arrow there.
Looking for that combo.
See if he can't bring it home.
Okay, and he's able to use the boomerang to... oh, and what a spot dodge right there. That could have been the game right there. But we're able to get away. you know. And we've got to take this stock like right now. And the down A will take it. Sorry, down air, my bad. Again, blunders. Here we go. Trying to get more stuff going here. Trey with his forward air boomerang combos. And the reverse up B, already 86. Oh my gosh. And another one.
Picking up steam. Oh.
No.
And the train derailed.
Oh, that was so hype. Just to finish on an SD. Oh.
Wow.
That is.
And there is the scrim.
That's the scrimmage. Yeah. Texas Tech takes that 2-0. Great job, guys. You did awesome. You know, Vibe
That was
especially.
really something.
You know, you get a hand clap. That's amazing.
Like we've been saying, some of the best players in West Texas.
Seriously, like these guys are incredible. I don't think they're in our division of NACE actually. So, yeah, they're not actual opponents for us in a regular season match. But it was really great to play against them and learn a little bit from the experience. You know, so yeah, so we've pretty much wrapped it up here.
Guess we're gonna have to go back on what we said earlier about having to switch out.
Yeah. Oh well. But thank you guys so much for coming on stream. It means a lot to us. We appreciate all your support. And have a great night. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess we'll see you later.
Yeah, come back here soon. Don't know the date, but NACE playoffs is in the near future.
Yeah, in the near future, we're going to be playing another one of our actual matchups. So stay tuned for that, and y'all have a great night.
Mm-hmm.